The call to action from this perspective on Somo leadership is to start to make small enhancements in your day-to-day life to start supporting you in leading and being the change that you want to see in the world. The call to action focuses on small enhancements from the perspective that a little bit of a disruptor within an ecosystem at the right time can really make a powerful impact. These small enhancements are equivalent to adding a little olive oil and garlic to whatever it is that you're cooking. Any good Italian knows that olive oil and garlic make everything better. And that's what these small little enhancements are all about. The first one might be to record your wins, practicing the 3 good things exercise. Anything that made you feel good today helps us begin to build those muscles for happiness. We know a lot about this gratitude exercise or noticing what's good, but taking the time to do our own positive psychology practices, such as the 3 good things exercise, enables us to show up more fully for others. Another concept, a simple little call to action, is following the 10-5 principle. If someone is within 10 feet of you, acknowledge them with a smile. And if someone is within 5 feet of you, say hello. This is very interesting for me in New York City because most people don't say hello to each other at all or even acknowledge one another. As I started to take this principle on, I noticed an immediate shift to my well-being and a shift to those around me just by smiling at strangers. At first you get some kind of weird looks because people don't expect to get smiles, but when you see that many people, you find yourself smiling a lot longer. It's a simple way that we can begin to be the change. We can also prime others for positivity. As Somo leaders, we ask other people what's good. Instead of things like, how are you? We look to shake up the norm just a little bit. And oftentimes you ask a person, how are you? They say, I'm good. So you can ask, what's good? Or if they ask them what's good and they say, oh, everything, I don't know, things are good. Ask them to be specific. Prime them for the positive by asking different types of questions. Another one that I've adapted is that before learning about Somo leadership, when I would say goodbye to people, I would say take care. And if you think about it, telling someone to take care implies that there's a potential threat that they have to be on the lookout for, right? Take precaution, be careful out there. And so instead, I've started to say to people, be well, instead of take care, inviting them to think about their own wellness as opposed to watching out for threat. Little teeny tiny changes that we can do. Being curious ourselves, non-judgmental, asking questions instead of advocating for our point all the time, not needing to be right, caring more about the relationship with the person and being curious about their perspective rather than just advocating for our own perspective. Another one is just a simple one of having positive expectations, framing situations, people as opportunities rather than threats, knowing that the choice is always ours and that when we are in a threat mode, when we're in a stress mode, of course we're going to be on the lookout for win-lose scenarios. But if we can get ourselves into a more curious, open place, when we can switch ourselves from threat mode into curious mode, this opens our field of vision and keeps us more broadened, keeps us more positive, and enables us to show up very differently for situations. And then the last one is continuing to learn and build our psychological muscles, which we know that you are. Committing to the process, not just of learning these skills, but actually putting them into practice. Are small little enhancements that we can make to our life that will impact us being leaders naturally. Whether you're in a position of natural leadership or not, we all impact the world around us. And we can all use these strategies, just like olive oil and garlic, to make our meals or our interactions with people a little bit better.